we go. Unreal.
Sports fans, how you doing?
Man, I love it. That was wicked.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. We have Jerry Adolphe here.
How you doing, everyone?
For you Drumeo members, you know Jerry Adolphe. For anybody who doesn't know Jerry Adolphe, he is just, he's a legend. He's been playing for longer than me or Jared has ever been alive, or even been alive, and he plays for the band Chilliwack. He's been in many recordings, Country Drummer of the Year six years in a row, the Shuffle King. So we're talking about essential shuffle patterns.
Yep.
And it's going to be a ton of fun. Sorry we're a little bit late starting, by the way, guys. Jerry had to have a few birthday drinks because it's his birthday today.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I only had the odd one. 3, 5, 7,
Okay.
9. Yeah.
So you're 29 now, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. So happy birthday. And Jerry, just
Thanks, Dave.
On behalf of Drumeo, we're going to give you an official Drumeo Stein glass. That's for
thanks
you.
so much, guys. Hey.
And if anybody else wants one of those, you can get them at the website. What's the website there again, Kyle? I can't remember what it is now.
Hey, I'll just have to show you guys how to drink and play at the same time, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, anyway, download the sheet music. This is a public lesson, so there's a bunch of people out here for it, but the Drumeo members, if you want to ask questions, get them in right away. We're also going to give away some memberships for Drumeo. We do this every Monday. We're going to give away 3-month free trial memberships to give it a shot to see what's all included in there. So before we get going, how to win that, go to facebook.com/Drumeo, like us, and then ask us or answer this question on our wall, post it on our wall. I want to know, do you guys play jazz shuffles, shuffle, rock, blues? If you are practicing that, awesome. And then I also want to know, what is your favorite shuffle song to play? I know Jared plays a lot of Toto. He plays the Rosanna Groove. And he's been practicing that one for quite a bit. And I'm actually love practicing that one. So it's a good challenge to do.
Yeah,
Let us know. I mean, there's a lot of cool blues rock out there. Let us know what you play and if you do play the shuffle at all. What I'll do is at the end of the lesson, I'm going to pick some random people from that list. And you guys are going to win, guys or girls are going to win a free month of Drumeo. Cool?
There you go.
Awesome. And then
Sounds great to me.
We also have a video review at the very end of the lesson from one of our members named Casey. We've watched the video.
Oh, yeah.
And some really cool tips that Jerry's going to give at the end of the lesson on that video that's going to help everybody out, not just him. So make sure you stick around for that.
Yeah.
Cool?
Okay, that sounds good to me.
You ready to go?
You betcha. Okay,
right.
So I guess I'll just start with the feet first. guys and gals. This pattern that I learned years ago, there was a drummer who played with Tom Scott and the LA Express. His name was Johnny Guerin, and I call it the John Guerin Shuffle. But it's one of these shuffles, it's a slow shuffle that you can do with just your feet, okay? And then I'll show you what you're going to do with your hands later. You're just going to start adding stuff with this, okay? And it's on the sheet. Have you got the sheet up?
I do have the sheet up, yeah.
Yeah. And it's the first exercise, and it's you're just going to do this. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. These are going to be the hands now. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4. And open that. That's all you need. There's your shuffle. Okay, that's a lesson. No. That's it. And then backbeat. That arrive. And it's just simple stuff to start with, okay? Start adding some more on the ride here. And the same with your double hand. With an accent.
Jerry,
Yeah.
I don't know if people heard all what you were saying there because you were playing during it.
Oh, okay.
First off, I just want to mention that on the notation, you notated it the hi-hat with your hands, but
Yeah.
I guess you can play with your feet too. That's you're doing this shuffle with
Yeah.
your feet.
That's it, right? Yeah, I guess I shouldn't play when I'm trying to talk, eh?
I'm
Yeah.
sitting here, because it cuts out my ears too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Should I be stepping on that pedal?
If you want.
Can you hear me better? No. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you can talk.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? Okay. So start with that, and then we're just going to start adding things. Very simple though. Okay. Backbeat snare. Okay. Can you hear me, Dave?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Backbeat snare. I won't play loud with the mouth, right? Simple ride. Now we'll start adding more notes. So we'll start this with the hat, with the ride, and a double. Both hands playing exactly the same thing. No accents yet, okay? We're eventually gonna go. Right? But just to start, we'll go there. Okay? There it is. And loud and soft. Okay, that works really well with like slow, medium, slow shuffles.
Yeah.
On up shuffle, you can't get your foot moving that fast. There's other ways of doing it. I'm gonna show everyone an exercise here, like a two-hander.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna. And then I'm gonna start firing in accents, okay? 4 on the floor on the kick, by the way. Make sure the hat is nice and tight. Okay? Not, you don't want that. That's what you're going to do when you're going to do your accents. You're going to do stuff like that. Right? So you want it. And now fire in some accents for you. A couple kicks on the kick drum, you know, to give it a boot, like. What what I'll do now is I'll rim shot it.
So sorry to cut you off.
No, man.
Number one, shuffling with your feet.
Yeah.
These exercises apply to shuffling with your feet because I mean that's something that I saw you kind of went away from that left foot right there when you went to the hi hats.
Yeah. That's just they're called grinders, right? So I'm gonna play a little loud here right now. Okay. So.
Yeah.
So it's that's when I use that, right? Those. Okay. Any faster, it's 4 on the floor. Changing up the hat too, like it's kind of like half shuffle, half swing, you know. Of course, with your accent. On the hat when you go to the ride. And there's a really cool shuffle without using any accents. And it's one of them. With the accent. Right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so what number are we on? I'm just loving watching you play all the tempos and stuff, and I'm getting a lot of ideas. But what actual number are we on right now?
Yeah. Well, what we're at is we're doing that. You want to get really comfortable with that, and I'm going to show you when you leave stuff out. Okay.
Yeah.
It's another one of my favorite shuffle feels. Yeah, it's been called a flat tire. It's been called a bunch of things, but it's that pattern on your hat. That's where you're going to get to, okay? Right? So and you're back beaten, okay? Actually, I haven't really gotten into this back beat yet, but
sure.
Doing that on your hat, and it's just a straight back beat. 4 on the floor on the kick. And then the more I leave out, you're going to get this flat tire. With the odd grace note on the snare, of course. Right? I'm moving this hand. Am I moving too fast?
Okay, so that was number 5, the flat tire. It was notated. You played it a little bit different. You added a lot of flavor to that. So why is it called a flat tire, first off?
Boom, da boom, da boom, da boom, da boom, right?
What it sounds like when you have a flat tire.
It's like a lopsided tire going on.
So if you were to strip that down and play the flat, like the most basic way of playing that, how would you go about doing that?
The most basic way of playing a flat tire?
Yeah.
Can add all those. We were talking about feel in the last lesson, you know, like adding the odd little thing, you know, to make that flat tire roll a little better, you know. But that's it. Right?
Just to let you guys know, we're on number 5 right now, talking about the flat tire, and basically you're just hitting every hi-hat on that let, the trip, the let of the
and of course, can actually add a little more shuffle right when it goes faster, and use that as grace note.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about the double shuffle and the backbeat? We kind of skimmed over those a little bit.
Yeah. The double hand. Right? Good exercise. Loud and soft again. Both hands playing exactly the same thing. You know, the old shuffle, Phil. It took me years to get that.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, of course.
Playing exactly the same thing. Backbeat. That's the backbeat guy. It's almost leading in, you know, the next one in the upcountry, which I'll show you in a minute. But that's where that skip is all happening. I hope I'm not losing anyone with this, right?
I'm still. You just got so much information. That,
yeah. It's there's so many little things with each feel, you know, that I don't want to lose anyone on.
Yeah, of course. And on the double shuffle, are you playing your bass drum following that?
Yeah. 4 on the floor.
4 on the floor.
4 on the floor with kickers.
Yeah.
Moving over here. The hat you can do 4 on the floor if you want. If it's a solo, right, and you want to boot it up another notch, you can add that hat. I'll just play a bit here, get him in the groove. That's the type of thing like when you get locked into that groove, you never want the song to stop, right? You just... Also, when I'm playing heavier stuff, instead of just doing... less here, a little bit more here, eh? Just because it's heavy. Okay, now I'll fire something in here that's really going to throw everyone. Straight 8s on the hat with the shuffle, folks. Try and dance to that, mother. It's just a nervous twitch.
I was gonna say that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I wouldn't consider that an essential pattern to learn. I mean, that would take me a long time to get that.
Yeah, that'll boot you. You know, you're doing a solo, and you're already going flat out, and you want to go maybe one little notch further, right? Mm-hmm. So you're. fire that in, and it's straight eights against it, right?
Yeah.
So
Daniel J. Jones says that's a great way to get your bandmates angry with you. I'll say it politely.
that's a great way to maybe not get them to buy you a beer.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to say, the double shuffle I've done this a couple times. I've seen a couple people do it where they double up the bass drum.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. We're going to talk about this later, I think, but a lot of young players. I can't even play it anymore, but the kick, boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, you know, the old rock shuffle, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right? I kind of like it motoring along.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah.
There's one I do that, well, I think it's the last one there. And, well actually, let's
continue.
Let's keep it in order here.
Let's go through these here, and then what we'll do is we'll talk, because we have some time afterwards. We'll talk about some of the other really cool ideas that you've had, because I mean you have just your plethora of shuffle grooves and stuff. So.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what? Like shuffle doesn't have to be swingy or that too. Like 12/8 stuff, you know. To me, that's shuffling too. You know? Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go over here. The how to ride exercise number 6 we have notated.
Yeah. This is the. This is the country thing, okay, right? Yeah. Where you're not doing too much on your kick, and it's up, right? So. Is that notated?
Yeah, well, we have.
Yeah, on the bottom, right?
On the bottom, we have quarter triplets.
Yep. That works really good too, like you're doing like a, you know? And of course throwing in some grace notes. Related. And again, moving your hands around sounds really cool with this feel, like going through the toms with it.
Awesome. Now, just to let you guys know, if you're following along with the sheet music, the notation that what's actually written on here and what you're playing is a little bit different.
Yeah. Over the phone, eh?
I think the biggest thing is you take what you have, and you have so many different little
so many different variations of it. Yeah,
exactly. Because on that last one, number 6 here, when we were notating it, you have on your sheet as well here. You have chord note triplets down there on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I mean, totally different.
The other one. You want me to go on the next one?
Yeah, let's go on the
okay.
next.
This is like. If I can do it. Right. I think that's the one with the kick drum on the bottom, right? kind of is broken down.
That's the one that I wanted you to play. Right there. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
You want to play that one slower?
Can I?
Can you play that
Can
one?
I or will I? Okay. I can't play it slower. I can't play it slower. That's about as slow as I can play it. Which is very strange. It's one of those feel things, you know, with the people who's got to be motivated.
Say it one more time without playing, because I think it cut out there. What? It's not a feel thing, or it's more of a feel thing?
It's a feel thing with the kick, where when it's quicker, it comes off.
Yeah.
That's it, right? But it sounds like a real bad flat tire.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of slow down.
But you want me to do it once more up?
Do once more up, and then you did some cool things with accents with the bell of the ride cymbal there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So. Yep.
Awesome. No, that's great.
No, that's interesting. You're the only person that's asked me to play that slow, right? And I went, I'm fired. I can't.
Yeah. On your birthday too, you're out of here.
Yeah. You know what? That's why there's different ways of playing each shuffle feel. They're all used at different tempos, right? To make them comfortable. And that's actually a good point that we just stumbled on there. The fact that that one I would never play at a medium speed. Mm-hmm. Right? It just really sounds like it's going over the cliff to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool.
But yeah.
So basically, if you were to start, the very first thing you would do when you wanted to play a shuffle, what would be the very first thing you would do?
Very first thing would be getting both hands, to play exactly the same thing, eh?
Shuffle, yeah.
And kids, slow too. It's so easy. Well, as you just saw, with some shuffle feels, it's way easier to play fast. So naturally, like a lot of when you're starting, you want to play that shuffle up, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. But you got to play with the metronome, and you got to be able to. That's why that one comes in, because at that tempo, you don't want it to move, right? And you get a little faster, say. You use these ones, right? But when you're going to do a two-hander, you better make sure they're exactly the same. A lot of times I get lazy when I'm playing. Or I will just go, kind of half and half, like that. And instead of going, which after 4 hours of playing kind of hurts.
Yeah.
But so there's that one at a medium tempo. With accents. And kicks on the kick drum and open your hat. Years ago we used to call that the Legion Stomp. Every old guy that played in the Legion would double kick. But I got to tell you, when you're playing a shuffle and you throw one of those in, the dance floor gets packed right away. There's something about it, you know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Backbeat. There. Okay, and then adding more grace stuff. I'm sorry, leaving out stuff for the flat tire. And of course, moving your hand. Okay, and I think the next one was adding a lot more grace stuff for the up, what I call an up country shuffle, you know, you know. You know, one of them, eh? I want to break that down. Four on the floor works real good with that as well if you really want to boot it. And of course the last one, which we just did, right?
People want to know in the chat, do you do a lot of beatboxing? You know, like stuff like that?
Yeah.
They want to have a beatboxing challenge. We have another, you know, Callum Reese, one of our other instructors, he's another beat. He does it all the time when he's talking about his lesson. Cool. Okay, so can you show, I want to see your exact hand technique when you're doing that on the hi-hats here. Because I notice, especially when you get into the faster tempos, you have no problem.
That was like that? Yeah, that's why I was doing it here, so you could hear the different. This kind of sets up this grace note as well. Yeah. Right? That's basically it. Every now and then I'll throw on one of those press rolls just to be cute. Yeah. Gee, you know what? I should have got into some wire brush work here, but another time.
Another time of the lesson.
Yeah, because I'm sure there's a lot of guys that would like to see the real way to use wire brushes, like with swing and shuffle. It's just really good. My dad taught me years ago, and unbelievable feel stuff.
Cool.
We'll save that, eh?
Yeah, we'll save that one. Okay, so do you mind if we get some questions here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have quite a few, and we'll fire through a few of them, then we'll give away some stuff. And again, stick around because at the end, I'm going to give away 3 month-long memberships to Drumeo.
Whoa.
And maybe I'll give you one for your birthday too. I already have Drumeo access.
Hey, I'm already signed up.
You already signed up. Okay, 1 second. So, Dirty Wendell says, he says, hey guys, I was wondering if there was any indications in a song that shuffle might be necessary. I usually go by the feel of the song, but I'm wondering if things like time signature, syncopation, etc. make the song jive better with a shuffle.
A shuffle. Say that again. Well, like.
Is there any
knowing whether to shuffle or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the band leader will go shuffle, shuffle, key of C, right here, and you know what? There are differences. You see what I just showed you? He'll say, okay, swing shuffle, and that won't be swing. Which actually we never covered, but it's more swing. He'll say swing shuffle. Well, like all the years I've been playing, they'll say it's a swing shuffle. They'll say it's a two-hander. They'll say it's a grinder, right? And a grinder. band leader will usually tell you. And if you're on your own with it, if they just say shuffle, the only way to figure it is if the bass player is bum, 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 or bum, 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 then that's what you're going to do. If he's swinging, if he's going bum, dum, bum, dum, bum, 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 then you're going. Right? That's usually the way.
So, you know? Good, because if you don't have a band leader, or if you're just listening to a song on the radio, or to play along, listen to the bass
player figured out. No way, you can pretty well tell with the way a person's singing too. Like if it's just like a lot of times in the studio, there'll be to the rhythm of a voice. So you want to do that. You know, you should be able to tell by listening to the singer. If the band leader doesn't tell you. Or listen to the bass player if he's played the song before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Very good advice. That's a pretty common question, Dirty Wendell, there.
Yeah.
That I've actually had troubles with too, deciding, and it's not so much whether I should play shuffle or not. I know the feel's a 12/8 or something, but I don't know if I should be shuffling my hats or if I should be playing more just on the chords.
Yeah. You know what? Just it's that old feel thing again. You know. What one's going to make the song roll a little better for you, you know? And Edmund, how you know that is it's all of a sudden it's really easy to play.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What you're playing is really easy with the song. It's like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not fighting anything.
Yeah. Good advice. This question here is from Fred. Really cool question. Led Zeppelin's Fool in the Rain and Toto's Rosanna are two famous halftime shuffle grooves. Can you discuss when a song lends itself to regular versus a halftime beat?
Yeah.
When is one used over the other? Like, when do you kind of transition?
Well, again, you know, like I think it's a lick. Funk, gun, funk, dum, ba, or bum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba, dum, ba. Right? Bum, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, ba. All depends on the bass lick and the guitar lick. Right away, you can hear it.
So can you maybe do an example playing like just a regular, then go into a halftime and go back and
exception.
forth?
That's still the same. So your bottom end's cut in half.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. Got a kind of question here from you, or for you. This one is from Ted Vavaz. Says, is there any way that the drum could break it down a little? Or no, he's talking about a specific song from Deep Purple. We'll have to get to that another time, Ted. Ask us that.
What album?
Yeah, what album? Smoke on the Water.
Yeah.
Mark Duffy. He says, is there any tips that you can give on how to build up accented strokes in different volumes? You're actually pretty good with the whole feel of it.
Time, just spend a lot of time with it.
Yeah.
Accents and strokes at different volumes.
Yeah.
Any exercises? Just what I used to do was just say play, like a rock, play a rock feel, right? I just played until I got really, really comfortable. And then I go. And then try and get real quiet with it. Try all your rudiments at different volumes too, right? If you're taking rudiments, eh?
Yeah.
That's the old rudiment thing. Like that's why they get you to start with the left, and then they get you to start with the right? It's to get both hands doing exactly the same thing. Like you don't want to go. You want them all the same at different volume. The only thing I can say, spend a lot of time on it, right?
Yeah.
That's and years ago I would practice and just play a feel until I was sweating, and then I'd do all those exercises, high and low, until I felt real comfortable with them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. And you can do the same idea just with your shuffle too.
Yeah, the same thing, high and low. Yeah.
Awesome. Daniel J. Jones says, we have all missed Jerry and his great lessons so much. He says, 10 minutes with Jerry, and I already have the next 9 months of stuff to work on.
Cool, great.
Yeah, you might need to go into the archives, or I guess on YouTube, and watch this one a few times over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I got another question. This one's from Rhythm 45. In the overhead cam, watching your snare, I noticed your index finger tends to come off the stick a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this a counting thing that you picked up from your...
No, it's just a control thing. He's talking about that finger there, are you?
Yeah.
You know what? It's like here. Right? Here. It's like it controls my rebound. You know, like... Actually, it doesn't hurt as much if you do that, right? Right, you're doing that instead of that. There's more bounce to this. I actually hit it like that, you know. So, you get a picture of that while I'm doing that?
We got the cam.
Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, it's just... should be able to hold your sticks. No one should be able to pull them out of there, but they should be really relaxed, and I think this is why I do that. Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Imanzan, I can't pronounce people's names too well, so bear with me, says, I'm presuming that with shuffles, the focus is on the groove, so keeping fills simple and is common practice. What should be some typical common shuffle fills?
Okay, really good question. Pretty good question. You know, just basically, you know, shuffles, I think, come from the old big band thing, you know, where kick drum was just used for fills, you know, you go right? So shuffle, even though it's 4 on the floor, you still use that kick drum and very subtle fills, okay? So, of course, this one. And setting up different sections. You know, you 1, 4, 5 shuffle, you know. Keeping in mind that you're shuffling, so it's still got to be in that pocket. Every now and then I'll like throwing in a straight time fill that, you know. You don't want to do that all the time, you get fired. Basically, you know, to set up the different sections. That's you know. Okay.
Very cool. Yeah.
And that was a good question, by the way.
It was a good question. I know it's like the whole time you kept that focus on the groove.
Yeah. It's all about the groove. You're driving the truck, right? And you don't want it to go over the cliff. You're motoring down that tube, and you're controlling the level of the band as well. You know, like I say that every room's got a different, what I call a sonic cruise level, where you go in and you start playing, you go, okay, well, here's what's going to be our cruise level. So we can go really loud here or really soft. You know, you can't go into just any room and play exactly the same volume as you would as the week before, you know. Anyways.
Yes, cool. Okay. So, 1 sec here. I'm trying to siphon through the ones because we don't have a lot of time.
Okay.
Okay, Gus Solano. Gus, how's it going? I talked to you on the phone today. He says, hey guys, would you consider classes as practice time? I usually don't have my sticks when I'm watching the lessons. So he's talking about if he's just watching this, would you consider that practice time?
Oh, yeah. Jeez, yeah.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. The day I stopped learning from, I can see, I can watch any guy play at any level and learn something from him. You know, like just watching it. You know, that first shuffle I did, the John Guerin shuffle, I tried for the longest time at home listening to his albums, you know, trying to figure out what he was doing. But when I saw him do it,
yeah,
2 seconds I had it.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, you're practicing.
Yes.
And you better not be drinking while you're doing it.
Even just listening to the lesson. Cool. Okay. Do we have, Kyle, do we have that second shuffle play along loaded up?
Yeah, the one that he played at the beginning or the second, like the
Yeah, the other one. You have that one loaded up?
Yeah.
Have you gone over this one yet?
No.
We might surprise you on your birthday. No, we'll say that for another time. We'll say that for another time. Drummer for Jesus, which awesome member says, hey, can you do some shuffle grooves? Throw in some fills for us. Just kind of play for maybe a minute, just throwing some extra different kind of fills around because we want to get some ideas of how you do that.
Sure. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Jerry, Greg Patterson wants to know, do you always play with a basic 5-piece kit?
No.
No?
What's this? Is this a 5-piece kit?
Yeah, five.
I've got an old AOT that's a 4.
Okay.
And you know what? It's funny, when I play with Kilowatt, I use the 5. Years ago, I had a 6-piece kit. When I'm doing lots of R&B gigs, it's the 4, right? The 1 rack. And I guess it's, years ago, I had a huge kit with Simmons pads in it, and I had 2 guys that would cart it around for me. I didn't even know how to set it up. And then I just started, wanting to get into more and more feel stuff. So I actually showed up at a few gigs with just a hat, snare, and kick, believe it or not. And I think I said this on my interview, that I've always had this thing that you should be able to go to any audition with any style of music with just that and get the gig. So
yeah.
So that's all about that feel stuff,
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, one last question. We'll give some stuff away.
Okay.
Here we go. This one here is from Arch. And really cool question, or Arc, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We're cruising, and because we're talking about cruising in that sonic level, right?
Yeah.
I said, so we're cruising, and maybe I missed the obvious, but when is it appropriate to shuffle on the bass drum or simply use 4 on the floor?
Okay. Shuffling on the bass drum is for what I call the grinder, right? Right, the slower stuff. You're gonna get a sore foot after a while. You can't for me, at that tempo, 4 on the floor. Right? Shuffle on the bottom for me, well, this is for me. Like, you may have a way better bass drum foot than I do, but that's as fast as I go with it. And did he ask, how do you know when to do it?
Yeah.
Just when it feels good,
Yeah.
right? I've always felt really good playing the medium, slower stuff with shuffling on the kick, right? And then when the tempo gets up there, right, I do the 4 on the floor. And as I say, like years ago, well, I can't even use double kicks anymore, but boom, ba-dum, 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 you know, Alex Van Halen kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That works for me too. I wish I could do it. We'll get Jared in here or you in here to do it. Yeah, young guys.
We can do double bass, but I can't do the shuffle.
Okay.
So maybe we can collaborate somehow.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just have a bass drum here. Awesome. Okay, let's give some stuff away, guys. In the beginning, I said you guys go to facebook.com/Drumeo, like us, and say, do you guys play shuffles? Do you like shuffles? And if you are a shuffle drummer or one who likes to experiment with that, what is one of the favorite songs that you like to practice with? And I was saying, people are talking about some Led Zeppelin tracks on here. Obviously, Toto's, Rosanna, and stuff like that. So let me just see what we got. I'm going to refresh the page, and I'm going to get 3 people month-long memberships for Drumeo.
Cool.
So, 1 second here.
See, what's really funny too. Can I throw this into the room?
Yeah,
here,
go
David?
for it, sure.
Yeah. Like a lot of the guys with shuffle, it's a Toto, right? And you know, Zeppelin. They ought to check out some old R&B shuffle stuff, you know, and old Hal Blaine stuff out of L.A. You know, the Wrecking Crew was one of the first guy on a Sonny and Cher song called "Baby Don't Go." Baby Don't Go was the first time I ever heard a flat tire.
Yeah.
And Hal Blaine played it way back then, right? So there's lots of older stuff where you can really pick up some great ideas too.
Awesome.
You know? Yeah.
Did you coin that phrase, the flat tire? Is that your saying now? Like, is
Flat tire. Yeah. A lot of other guys use it.
Oh, okay.
I have one, but I can't say it online.
You have to email.
No.
Say it in the forums.
I'll tell you later, Dave.
Sounds good. The first person to win, we have Taz Doherty, Dougherty. You have won a free membership. He says, I started practicing the rock shuffle about 2 weeks ago, and my favorite shuffle to sing or song to listen to and attempt to play is Hold the Line by Toto.
There you
Great.
go.
Awesome. I'm going to like that.
Yeah.
Email me. Everybody who wins today, email me. It's dave@drumeo.com. Pretty simple, and I'll set you up with everything you need to know. Okay? One more person. We got 2 more to give away. This one here. Okay. Shane Rossum. Shane, SHAYNE ROSOM. He says, I play mostly jazz type shuffles and mostly just play alongs or just to like Charles Mingus style stuff. Very cool. Awesome. Hopefully with Drumeo, you can learn a lot more with the shuffles, jazz shuffles, rock shuffles, blues shuffles. There's just too much to name. Okay. Here we go. Last person here. Cody Edwards. Congratulations, Cody Edwards. Email me, dave@drumeo.com. He says, my favorite shuffle is King for a Day Live by Green Day because there's a rock/punk
There you go.
style to it. I wouldn't.
Do you know that song, Dave?
It was in my era.
Yeah, okay.
It was in my era.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thanks everyone for posting. There's quite a few actually songs on our Facebook wall that I'm going to go and listen to because I'd love to have more shuffle style music to play along with. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, before we do leave though, I do want to review one video that we had one of our members submitted, and stick around everyone because some of the advice that Jared's going to give here is very useful. Okay, and this is from one of our members. His name is Casey. And Casey, are you watching right now with this? I think I saw you online. Okay, 1 second here. I'm going to give you the computer.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, then we can...
Do you see that camera right there?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's right under the symbol there. There it is.
Yeah.
We call that the gut cam.
Oh, yeah.
Because it just stares at our guts.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm going to give you the laptop here. If you want to point this at that camera so everybody can see it. And
Yeah.
I'm going to push play here.
Okay. Okay. Does that work there?
Yeah.
On the light. Yeah, there we go. That's better, eh?
Other way.
There?
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So you get the idea, guys. Go to the forums. Casey posted that on the member video discussion section in there. So definitely check it out because it's an awesome video. Great job, first off, Casey. So
He's going. What's the fella's name?
Casey.
Yeah, Casey. Bit more on your hat, I think, and a little less on the kick. You're going. Right? You know, and I think the lick was so, you know, one of them. Follow the lick with your kick, you know. Real simple would be. Right? Following that lick. Adding a few more things. A little less sloppy on the hat too. Sloppy means open, not the way you played it. You got good time. Save that for like the solo section, but don't keep that tight so you can hear your groove, right? If you do that, there's not enough groove happening, right? Just
So you mean like tighten up your hats? Like,
yeah, tighten up the hat, make it more precise.
Yeah.
So you can hear your strokes, you know? You know, you want that. That's your shuffle, right? So. Okay?
You were mentioning on there that it's that what he does is what a lot of similar rock drummers do.
Boom, ba-da, boom, ba-da, boom. Which is cool, but it's kind of clunky to me. I guess maybe if you're playing some metal or something, you know? I would go. Right? So,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a
Nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's an excuse, you know, to play it fast.
Yes. No, it's a really, really good point. And
Yeah.
I'm a rock drummer myself, and I know most of the members of Drumeo play rock. And one thing that you brought to my attention was your feet are usually way too busy. And you're talking about speeding up. And
Yeah.
with rock, your foot is such an important part of it. With the shuffles, it's more for keeping the time, four on the floor, accenting, fills. Really cool stuff. And when I heard him say that, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's exactly what I do. I try to follow that bass. I'm like, oh, because I can do double bass. I'm going to follow that bass guitar with whatever note he plays, and then it's just way too muddy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool. My only thing to add to that, because I mean, I don't have much to add when it comes to shuffle videos, but make sure your groove is king on this one. Like, make sure your pattern is on time, and don't worry about the fills. There's a couple times you did some fills there where you started you had to catch up with yourself because you went a little bit too long. Or it's more important to make sure that groove's there, right?
Yeah, with shuffles, I call them kickers, you know, like I don't really call them fills. There are certain fills that you would play in a song, but, you know, you just want a nice little lift, right? You know, like any kind of lift, you know, just to give it a little right in the kick. I don't really have to do too many fills.
Yeah, and if you are playing with a lot less bass drum, just four on the floor, adding in, like you said, the little Legion Stomp.
The Legion Stomp, you got her,
The
buddy.
Legion Stomp is a huge way to totally change it and to bring it to that next level.
Yep,
Excellent.
you got her.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Jerry, I want you to play that play along for us again. We'll
Sure.
do the one that you already know. So
Yeah.
we're not going to surprise you.
Thanks.
And but I just want you to give her have a heck of a lot of fun doing it.
Sure, yep.
Again, happy birthday.
Thanks, Dave.
It's a lot
Thanks
of fun.
for the beer stein, boys.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Drink all your beers from now on in the Drumeo style.
Okay.
Thanks for coming out, everyone. For those who won, email me, dave@drumeo.com. We'll see you all for the free lesson next Monday. And for everybody else part of Drumeo, we'll see you tomorrow morning where Callum Reese is breaking down swing notes. Cool. I'll see you later, Jerry. Have fun with the play along.
Okay, thanks, guys. Get out of here, Dave.
Yeah, I'm out.